Right, find which oil is right for your car. £20 for 1 litre. What? £69.99. What? For 4 litres? Alright, in this video I'm going to be trying to choose the cheapest oil that is suited for your car. So in my case, my car is the Ford Focus 2015 1.5 TDCI 120 brake horsepower. Where you need to start is to make sure you have some sort of manual or guide to which type of engine oil you should be buying. In the old days we had the Haynes manual, and in there will be printed specifications, but for these days they just don't make them for this car anymore, not for the Ford. And you should go to wherever you make your car your manufacturer is and go to their website. Hopefully there is a e-manual or a electronic owner's manual. So for Ford they conveniently given a bit where you can download your Ford owner's manual. So in my case 2015 Focus, select this vehicle and there's a choice. There's an owner's manual, PDF, that's the sort of thing you want, HTML, well that's like a website thing, that's not going to be so keepable and not so exchangeable. So you're going to PDFs, owner's manual again, so there's like an update for like a day later, I don't know why. There's a quick reference guide, that's this. Now I've zoomed straight into the engine oil bit. So this, if you look at the scroll bar here of mine, as I scroll up and down it hardly moves because this is like 500 pages long. I don't know how many pages, a very very long document. And these days you're going to have to be very very accurate at what you're doing. And looking through this has got all the specs of the 2015 different type of Focuses. Look, it starts with a 1 litre EcoBoost, 1.5 EcoBoost, and that's a different type of oil you should be using. Note that in mind. There's this specification, 5W20, and there's this thing ending with a B. That's the fluid specification. There's all the other fluids here, as you can see, for the 1 litre. Remember, keep in mind mine's a 1.5 EurocarParts engine. So looking at this, if you was just flicking through it, you go, oh yeah, 1.5, but no, mine's not an EcoBoost. So choose the correct one for your car. Going down, we've got the 1.6 litre Duratec, and again, that's going to be slightly different. It's got that B number again. 2 litre, so higher kind of engine power. Going down again, going down. Let's keep going. This is my one. So you've got to be very accurate what you're doing these days. So there's no errors. There's no room for errors. 1.5 Duratec, that's the one. Tells you about my lubricant, engine oil capacity. Tells you it's that many litres. I think it takes more than that. Me personally, I think it's more like 4 litres, from what I can tell. But go with that. If that's what it says, go with that, and then use your dipstick to check on the level ground. Okay, so here it is. See that? That's a different specification. It should be 0W30 on this specification, WSS blah blah blah, and an A ending. So that's different. Point to note, uses brake fluid .4, and it's used as a separate hydraulic fluid, separate specification for hydraulic fluid. I'm gonna have to look at that. I can't remember having a separate hydraulic fluid. Where's why? But I should double check in another video or something. But anyway, that's the one we're concentrating. Engine oil 0 W30. Now the 0 means it's at the lowest viscosity at a certain temperature. Like the two numbers is one number. That number there is, I think it's this number, is how viscous it is, how liquidy. The lower the viscosity, the more liquidy, the more runny a liquid is. One of these numbers, I can't remember which one's which. You know, don't hold me on this, but it's not really that important as long as you know it's 0W30. One number is how liquidy it is, how low the viscosity is, and then 0 would be a low number. At engine startup, I got a feeling it's this one, and when it's heated up, when it's running hot, it's this one. I think it is. It could be the other way around, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. So it needs to have a very low viscosity at 0 at engine startup to reduce wear and tear. Now, remember, this whole point of this video is to choose the cheapest, right specification engine oil for your car. So, reading the document, adding oil, if you're unable, adding oil, if you're unable to find an oil that meets the specification defined by that, which is that, this is what you'll get if you took it to a Ford garage to service. You'll get the best engine oil. Of course, take it to Ford. If you want the best performance for your car and you've got bags of money, take it to Ford. You don't want to go wrong. They're not going to give you some dodgy oil that they've got. They're going to give you the best oil. Have your car serviced at Ford by all means. But if you're like me, you don't take it to Ford anymore to service, and you just want something to get by with, and it's the correct specification without damaging your car. So read the side notes, and here it says adding oil. If you're unable to find oil that meets the specification defined by that, you must use SAE 0W30. So you can take, it should be 0W30 that meets the specification. Alternatively, this is the more important bit for me, you can use SAE 5W30 that meets the specifications by this. It's got a D ending. Make sure you kind of write that down, or ACEA A5/B5. Now that is mind-boggling. So we could go for 5W30, and in my previous videos, just here quickly show you, 5W30 is what I use. And look here, this letter here, C3, remember that, fully synthetic C3, 5W30, that's what I use. Now, I explained in that video, when your engine wears after a while, mine's done 150,000 miles, having that slightly thicker engine oil, one grade up, is okay, because it helps to seal the piston rings a little bit better. That used to be their thinking anyway in old cars, but in modern cars, always best stick to what it recommends. But if you do have to for a push, and remember, sometimes this engine oil, they're going for 50-60 pounds for a few litres, for 4 litres, really expensive. When they're on the cheap, go for the cheapest one available that's suitable for your car. That's what I'm trying to get, and I've got a feeling engine oil is not going to get any cheaper soon. So here I am on the hunt for cheap engine oil. Right, 5W30 is okay, it says there. Right, okay. Right. So let's go on. What is all this C1, C2 and A numbers with the B numbers? What are they? So I'll put in here, what is C1, C2 in engine oil? It says here in Europe, according to ACE, must be some sort of European thing, low ash oil is labelled as C1 0.5% ash, C2 is 0.8 ash, better suit for high performance engines. Mine is not. I guess that would be better for something like I don't know, BMW or something diesel. And C3. In America, there's a CJ4. So most of my viewers are in America, so this is the number you'll be looking for. Well, this is specification. CJ4 is what you're looking for if it's a diesel car. Very few diesel cars in America, but more importantly, look at your own owner's manual, the one you have in your car, or the electronic one. So an engine oil label 5W30 C1, C2 or C3 is a 5W30 grade oil supercars fitted with DPF. Now with diesel cars, diesel particulate filter. Mine has got a diesel particulate filter, and when those things break due to clogging or something, using the wrong oil, that would be a problem, because it can't recharge. The diesel particulate filter is the thing that gives it a smokeless kind of exhaust gas. Any diesel car in the UK now with a diesel particulate filter, if there's visible smoke, that will fail with our vehicle testing, what you call it MOT, the annual testing, or in my case twice a year testing. It will fail if any signs of smoke. So that diesel particulate filter cannot be faulty. It must be able to regenerate. It must be really burning clean. A little bit of a better explanation by this website here. ACE car engine oil specification explained. So looking down, we've got I think these are the older ones. ACEA A1B1, standard petrol and diesel engines. So this is older, so high viscosity, high shear rate. Kind of technical terms, read it yourself. I'm not 100% sure what that means. Probably the amount of stress that the oil is under. ACEA A2B2 obsolete. Right, so that one's obsolete. ACEA A3B3 high performance fuel engine, fuel economy. Now keeps going on. ACEA A3B4 stable staying grade engine oil for high performance and direct injection diesel engine. I've got a feeling my old Mondeo that you use probably something like this, but suitable for application described under A3B3. So this is the one. Look, remember this number that was in the owner's manual? ACEA A5B5 high performance for diesel injection oils, turbo diesel with fuel economy performances. So those two things in mind. Extended oil change intervals possible, so they can go for ages, a lot longer, without changing oil. If you just kind of do your kind of longish runs to work here and there, you do something like 6,000 miles a year, something like, you can probably use this sort of a change in oil once a year is probably okay actually. These oils are suitable for some engine oils. Consult owner's manual. Also, your Ford Focus, a modern car anyway, will give you a change engine warning light. See one of my other videos, and that's quite handy. So low saps, particularly these are for low saps, is low ash. So these are for cars with the diesel particulate filter in particular. See my other video. Talk about low sap engine oil. Not that one. Oh, not that one. Largely based in so A5, B5 strict limitations. So this C1 is the lowest kind of sap, lowest kind of ash, very very low. And on my video, I use C3. So bear that in mind. C3 I use. C2, same as C1, but somewhat higher saps content, so a little bit higher ash. Stable, staying grade intended to be used as oils with diesel particulate filter in high performance car engines. So in high performance car and light van, same as this one, a high performance car. So I'm looking for differences here to justify me using or buying the one I want to buy. And petrol engines are either capable of using low friction, low viscosity oils with minimum HTHS. So the numbers are the same. These oils will increase the diesel particulate filter and TWC life, not sure what that is, and maintain the vehicle's fuel economy. Right, shall we have a look what TWC is? Don't know what it is. TWC TWC in cars. What does it mean? Pollution removal in gasoline vehicles successfully accomplished by a three-way catalyst. So petrol cars. Right. Reducing kind of poisons that the car produces. So that's like the petrol version of reducing. So if you're in USA, this would be more important for you. In Britain, if you drive a diesel, loads of them around, diesel particularly. So this is petrol kind of reduction of pollution device, and maintains the vehicle's fuel economy. I can't really see a difference. I'm just reading it. I'm reading it. C2, C3 is not largely based on this. That's all the only apart from the lower ash is at 0.8, wasn't it? And this was at 0.3, I think. So even lower ash. Right, C3, this is what I was using. Same as C2, same as that, except for this is greater than 3.5. HTHS. So HT what was that? HTHS. HTHS in cars. Put oil in as well. You are balancing fuel efficiency and engine protection. It measures the viscosity, resisting the flow of energy at elevated temperature. Oh, okay. Simulating a narrow tolerance and high speed moving parts. The art of balancing fuel efficiency. Alright, so balancing fuel efficiency in engine life. That's just got higher without fuel economy. Alright, okay, so if that number's higher, then there's it doesn't really deal with the fuel economy. Right, okay. So in fact, if you look back at my other video, I used that because it was dirt cheap. This was going at a really cheap price. So this isn't really, although it protects a lot of my car's components like diesel particulate filter, because it's low sap, it didn't really deal with the fuel economy. So it's not really great for fuel economy. Although this is fully synthetic, which is longer. I've already changed this oil now. This is a couple of years ago. Oil has been changed, of course. But so I should have got lower fuel economy according to that if I used it. Right, okay. So now we've got the explanation what all these means. So let's go and pick and choose, and this is what this video is all about, of course. Pick and choose the cheapest. Now, it's got on this website in the UK, EurocarParts. This is called EurocarParts. See the top there, EurocarParts, and quite often it has a lot of oils you can choose from. Our supermarkets are really quite good, but check the specification that they match your particular car. Supermarkets in the UK do really cheap oil. Halfords, of course, do oil. We'll look at Halfords as well. We can do, no problem. Now, for this EurocarParts, it's almost like a warehouse. They've got so much stuff in there. And look, on here, I've chosen this. You can either put in this your vehicle registration, in which case they will show you that the best oil for your car, apart from going to Fords and buying their one straight off the counter, which isn't a bad solution because they do some fairly cheap, reasonable prices. Reasonable as in comparable with these websites, but maybe not the cheapest. Quite cheap. I've scrolled through many pages of this. Let me just get rid of this. So there's like 9 pages of this. So don't stick with page 1. Just don't put your car specification in. I didn't put my car's vehicle specification. I just searched oil in general, and after there's like hundreds of oils on this website. After page 7 of 9, I came across this. Petronas Synthium 5000 5W30, so that's okay. C2's alright, so it's got the It's slightly higher ash, with the C1 would be the best. Slightly higher ash with 20 litre, so that's a lot. Usually come as 5 litre maximum, 20 litres. It's only £55.99. There's some sort of 50% off. It's already got some money off here already. 61% off. It was £142. Now it's £55, and there's a promo code that we can put in, egg80. So £55 at 20 litres. Just bear in mind the ash content is slightly higher. C1's the one we're looking for. So if I went add to basket, view, oops, let's view it first. Let's view the oil. Right, so we know what this is. It's 20 litres, 5W30, slightly thicker, which is okay. So where's our numbers? Here it is. A5, B5, that's okay, because it says there, or you can choose this one, A5, B5. There's that C2 number, so slightly higher. Suitable for Renault cars, didn't say for Ford. So it's fully synthetic with fuel economy. Yes, it is true. It's the experience gathered by F1 circuits. Alright, so we know it's got slightly higher ash, not that one. So if I was to add to basket, view basket, so was it egg 80, wasn't it? Egg 80. Oh, okay, egg 80. No, I don't want two, I want one. So it's only £30.79. Wow. So 20 litres. 20 litres is good. I can't remember the conversion rate for litres to gallons, but let's try that in the USA, because you'll be interested in that. Most of my viewers USA. Litres to gallons to US gallons. .28 US gallons. So that's a lot, right? So it's a massive bulk order. Right, so I wonder, just using another site. So of course I'm gonna go and try and collect it at some point, if they're open, because things are different at the moment. April 2020, a lot of places are shut. Let's choose my next favourite. So Halfords. You can see all this, right? Depressing, never mind. Right, engine oil. And these days you do have to kind of take this much time, really. Doesn't give you the option of plugging in your spec for your car, registration. That's the same company, isn't it? Wow. 5W30, this is exactly the same thing. 20% off, all discount already applied. £34. So wasn't it 30 for 20 litres? This one's, see what I mean? Shop around. I easily picked this one up from Halfords. Already applied. It was 43, now 34.42. This looks like exactly the same thing. Let's check it. 5,000 DM. Whoops, not that one. 5,000 CP are slightly different. Doesn't say what C1, C2 it is, so let's view that one. Didn't really say. meets or exceeds the requirement for C3, C2. So it's not C3, C2. So it's got probably a little bit higher in ash, and it's also not as good, I think, because it's not going to be as fuel efficient, I think. Five litres. Be careful, because sometimes this is sold as 4 litres. You want an extra litre if it's a 4 litre capacity in your car for engine oil. Extra litre, add some in over the year. So it's made for Mercedes-Benz, this one. Let's go back. If there's any more cheap oil. This is probably a 1 litre, 2 litre job. Look, £15. Not good. Magnatec. I think I picked up one for £17. I just grabbed it, and that's going to be from my other car, the Honda, with 255,000 miles. I don't really care too much what I chuck in it. It hasn't got a particulate filter in it, as long as it's fairly cheap. And this, I picked this one up from Halfords, was 17. I just wow, Magnatec, and it wasn't 10W, it was 5W. Right, so look at that. What is this? 5 litre, 32. Nothing near the cheap price. So this is 5,000 DM. What was that one again? 5 CP. Alright, okay. Right. Coming towards the end of our video. And shall I do one last thing? Let's put the specifications in A5/B5C1 oil. Okay. Okay. Right. Go back. All sorts of things. Let's try doing it like this. Doing like that. $7,000E. I guess this is probably the one. I bet this one here is C1. This is C1. On my guesses. 5 litres. Right. Here's a Mid Sap Oil. Mid Sap. 7,000. 20% reduction for ash. But even this isn't not as good, I don't think. Superior fuel economy. Alright, okay. Instant start lubrication. Exceptional thermal stability. That's that 13 number. Fitted with after treatment exhaust system, so DPF, or that other one I mentioned for petrol. So I think this one is a low sap, the C1. This is equivalent to C1. It doesn't say it. So this one would be okay for my car, but not the cheapest. So the cheapest to date, and do your kind of research. Do your research and look around, look around everywhere before you pay money, is what I'm trying to say. So 20 litres, that's a lot, that's many oil changes, only £30. So I've got to be stupid not to buy this one. This one's suitable for my car, just slightly higher Nash. Right, so that's it. £30, 79 for 20 litres, 5.28 wasn't it, gallons. So that's 4 oil changes, or both of my cars for a couple of years. Alright, so that's it. Done that job that I said I was going to do on this video. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. This is how I choose my engine oil, because engine oil can be £60 plus for 5 litres, for 4 litres sometimes. This is how I choose it. Always go for the cheapest price, but kind of check on the specs to make sure I'm alright with the specs. That's how I do it. I know my Ford Focus has not got a very sensitive DPF. I know that. It's got like a something in it Ford particularly makes for the Focus. Doesn't require AdBlue, which is that stuff that reduces NOx emission, nitrogen oxide, whatever it is, even further. It's Euro 6. It's a very good design. Ford Focus, do recommend it. And that's the one I use. So this is sort of, this is how I do it. I mean, this is how I do it. I kind of just choose the cheapest without hurting my engine or my pocket. And I guess this is how you should do it as well. If you've got bags of money, just go to Ford and get it serviced every time the light shows up, or every service interview. And they do a good job, of course. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, you know, you've got your own version of doing it. What do you do? Do you always go to the Ford garage? Is that what you always do? Make sure you don't mess up. Do you take it to a local garage and worry? Which what I would do if I took it to some other garage, and I would worry, unless it's a friend's garage. You know, I would worry if they put the right oil in. You know, you might just buy some bulk stuff. I'm sure they just buy bulk stuff and chuck, you know, throw whatever it should be into your car that they've got in the back, where they've got plenty of. Now I'm pretty sure that might have been my third choice if I had the money. The first choice, take it forward there. You'll get your best specs in there, best engine oil, all the correct stuff, no doubt, and at a reasonable price, not too expensive. Second choice is do it yourself, like I do. If you're not handy, this would be your second choice. If you're handy, this is my first choice. Third choice, take it to some other garage, and you know, you don't know what you're getting. You could be getting oil that's not great for your car, but I'm sure they'll be okay as well. I'm sure they'll do something, bulk buy something like this, or even more, that's suitable for most cars, and just charge you over it. Alright, but anyway, leave a comment below. What would you do? Do you do the same as me? You should do it. Alright, thanks for watching. I should collect that later today. £30.79, that's all I paid for it. EurocarParts. I had to go to Aylesbury to get it, a little bit further. So 5W30, fully synthetic. So it's got low emissions. In fact, when I look back at the one that was suggested by this very company, it didn't have the low emission vehicle kind of standard on it. It was like £60 for 4 litres, but it didn't even have that. It was 0W30, but it wasn't low emission. So I think I picked the better one, the cheaper price by far. So 20 litres for £30.79. Beat that.